preparation of concrete before acid wash is installed. Acid wash poured on the area to be applied and scrubbed heavily into the concrete. Wash acid etch off with water, scrub water so no acid etch is left.
Accelerate the drying process or a wet vacuum cleaner. The floor needs to be completely dry before application of the first coating, primer base coat. First cut in, we will normally tape it up in this situation. Cleans it around the corners as well, so it makes it easier with your squeegee. The substrate is dry, so ideally you want to leave it 24 hours after the acid wash to ensure that is the case. After the substrate dry, they seep right away. Okay, what we're going to do, put the product straight on the ground, not all of it, some them out. Before I put the squeegee on, this would normally be done by 2 men, but just saturate your roller. Preparation for the cross roll later on. Press that down there. Into a moment. Grip the squeegee, just work your product around. Don't need to leave it. Get a product on the floor, leave it behind, and see how to work your squeegee around your car. Take control of the whole matrix with your squeegee. Really work your squeegee so you don't get too much product. Try it again. Obviously the bigger area, you can have upwards of 2 or 3 different teams working together here. Situation where this control joint would stay, you would get out the balance. There's no point leaving it there, it's just going to go off. It's going to get on before. Okay, just move this back here, ready for the cross roll. Because this is the only area we're doing here, we might as well get a little bit of better coverage up the top here. We'll just work it back over without not so much pressure this time, so you get a better coverage there. Move it back where you've been. We'll pick it up with the cross roll. Drop that there. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you 2 ways. Use short space and start there, just pop it back. And ideally just try and then rock it back. Now in an ideal situation in the Big 4, you would have your spikes on at this point. So you'd be out there in the middle with spikes on, not affecting the coating, but then have total control of the process. Just go back here. So see, notice how I'm leaving the roller on the ground. There's no weight on the roller. The roller's doing its own work. Just cross it off on a directional. No weight on the roller again. Nice even coverage. Nice even coverage is what we've achieved there. And that's it. Now in the event that you've got your spikes on and you wanted to work out the area you've just done lengthwise, you've basically got this way. Exactly the same procedure. No weight on the roller. The roller's doing its own work. Down. And to the end, then you just flip it over. The roller has not left the ground. Flip it over, angle it slightly. Again, the roller has not left the ground. Continue the process. And obviously with spikes on you can appreciate how much easier this would be. Showing you how easy it is. Nice, uniform, opaque finish. Two more will do it pretty much. And there you go. Okay, here we are applying the top coat. So again, cut the product in. Then you don't necessarily normally tape up for this because it is a clear coat. However, if your coat is tinted, you would tape up again, just to protect any of the painted surfaces. roller, immerse it in, good saturation, and then use the ribs on your tray and like surface. At this point, you want to basically get good coverage. Don't worry about doing up and down. Try and do an M and W. So you're putting a bit of angle on the roller. The reason why you do this is simply put, you get a better adhesion and better coverage with the product. So M and W, you get a better coverage of the product. Now, I'll show you also, you can do it a different way. It's being a smaller area. You do it back this way. Coverage there. So we apply exactly the same principles as before. What we want to do with the cross roll, before we do that, we've got good coverage. At this point is where you distribute your sand for non-slip, if that's the case and required. Now what you do is you get your thumb and fourth finger, simply get a pinch, and you throw it up in the air. And you don't need a lot to achieve some good non-slip. This is really fine sand. Obviously, the bigger the grade, the more non-slip you will achieve. It's a bit windy out here. You want to throw it up so that it doesn't land in big clumps. Use the wind a bit here. So you can see that's going in quite nicely there. Now, in the event you've got some parts that are more high traffic, well, you can focus on those areas a bit more with a bit more sand. But in areas where it's underneath a cabinet, for example, and there isn't going to be any foot traffic, well, you wouldn't worry about putting any silica in there because you don't require it is stuck down to the bottom, and we now need to lock it in to the top. And we're going to do that by back rolling the product. So we'll lock it in to the top, but we'll also balance out our top coat. Apply the same process as previously. Again, no weight on the roller. And you're locking the sand in from the top. Now just quickly come off there and just turn it around so we can get in close. And that's it.